everyone. Hola a todos. My name is Maria Andrea Salvador. I'm the Corporate Communications Manager for Progreso, and I'm here at the Building Latam Fest with Mohit, who I'm going to let introduce himself.
Yeah, hi everyone. My name is Mohit Gupta, and I am managing partner for Innovarise, which is a venture factory that Group Wahe has just launched to solve large social problems in Latin America. And this is something that I'm really proud of, that we are doing it as a corporation. I'm from India originally, and I live in the US and in the process of possibly moving to Guatemala.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, I'm really happy to meet you. I hadn't met you before, so this was a great opportunity for me as well. So we're going to start with the questions. Innovarise defines itself as a venture factory with purpose. How are you using technology to transform social and industry challenges into concrete solutions?
Yeah, I think I would explain it by saying that we are obsessed with creating the final outcome for people who do not have access or want to progress their lives but can't. So all our work is focused on those final outcomes. Technology becomes a means for us to an end still, even though I know that in the world we're talking about technology leading to outcomes.
Yeah.
And we use, for example, artificial intelligence in our first venture, which is Trabajaya, that is creating opportunities for informal workers who want to get into the formal workforce but have no clue how to do it.
Okay.
Give you an idea. Someone can just send us a 3-minute audio message on WhatsApp, and automatically within seconds they receive a CV back. That's how we use technology, but neither our clients nor our customers, who we think are the workers, see what's happening behind the scenes.
Yes. Okay, very interesting. We at Progreso are doing very similar things with similar objectives, so I find that to be amazing. Within the ecosystem you've developed, which technological trends do you identify as the most promising to impact sectors such as construction, housing, or employment in the region? Well, that was a great example about.
Yeah, I think there are really two big trends. One is, we talk about artificial intelligence, and
Yes.
I think the key here is how can we talk about personalized nutrition, right? So I'm really particular about what I eat and how I work, but how can we provide that personalized service to every single person? Imagine if you had work that you could buy on Amazon and return it.
Yeah.
Just as easily you return products, right? So artificial intelligence to even a blue-collar worker can provide very individualized service.
Yes.
I think so that's one area. Then we come into what I would call robotics. And robotics is a big area. We're working with a company which can come in and automate a forklift completely, fully, regardless of how old the forklift is, even if it is completely mechanical.
Wow.
And you could probably throw cats at it and
Robotics?
it would be completely safe. So robotics is another area which I think in industries like construction, in steel manufacturing, in port operations, in warehouse operations is going to be a significant trend. So those two is what we are looking at.
Wonderful. And I find it interesting to emphasize that these are trends or technologies with the purpose of serving people, because a lot of people are scared of about how these technologies will leave people behind, like the automation of the forklift through robotics. So as long as it's in the purpose of serving people's needs, I think it's wonderful as well. Could you share an example of a startup or project incubated at Innovarise that is already optimizing processes or generating tangible impact in the industry?
Yeah, I think, I talked about Trabajaya, which is our first project. It started when we said, how can we dramatically improve lives of people in the future? How can we have people believe and know that their tomorrow will be better. And because when you're anxious about your tomorrow, all bad decisions happen
Yes.
during that phase, right?
Yeah, uncertainty is not good.
Uncertainty is not good. So we talked to over 400 people and we found that none of them had actually found a job through traditional job boards, Computer Trabajo or LinkedIn, nothing. So we said, this is bizarre. Let's talk to the recruiters. And we talked to the recruiters and they are completely at the bottom of the barrel. In their company, nobody likes a recruiter.
Yes.
And they work so hard, but they have no idea what's happening. So everybody is throwing everything at the wall and seeing what sticks. So we built this very simple product where the people who want to get jobs just come and talk to the recruiters on that day without having the recruiters having to go through anything. So all of a sudden we are having companies, large companies, retail chains, hospitality, global companies, manufacturing companies, all of them using this product today. And we are in pilots, we're doing pilots, multiple pilots. And they're blown away by how fast and how efficiently
and effectively
this system works, which is not really a big innovation.
Yeah.
It's just identifying how the ships were passing in the night already. They were just not meeting.
And it's using technology in the right way, because in terms of recruiting, for example, I have experience in that field. Technology was being used wrongly, I would think. They started introducing AI to recruiting platforms, but what ended up happening is that AI didn't see past a few search terms in the CV, if there was a CV,
Right.
and they ended up with very biased processes. So I think that's interesting because it's technology but with a purpose.
Right. I think there's one thing I would share about that. In the world of recruiting, people are basically focused on matching.
Yes.
So you will find like 99 out of 100 companies are just talking about matching. And what happens is that they start at matching.
Yeah, okay.
They start at the door of the worker, and they end at the door of the company. But the problem is that somebody has to go inside those two, inside the home of the worker, and say, hey, what is their life looking like? And what do these businesses really mean? And what do they need? Because they say something, but they need something else. If you talk to any executive and you say, hey, what kind of worker would you want? They don't give you a job description. They say, I want somebody who's a hard worker, who's got values, but you will never see that written anywhere.
Same with the CV.
Same with the CV.
You won't see the real strengths and the real capacities of that person written on a CV necessarily. So you need to get to know both sides, I agree, in order to make that more effective, a more effective match.
And I'm passionate about it, so I will give you an example. A 19-year-old does not have a experience. So she asked me when I'm interviewing her, how did the first person get his job? And so, well, wait a minute. The company that I just talked to says I can't get reliable workers. So I asked her, can you give me a sense of why we should think you're reliable? She says, for 15 years I've been dropping my younger brother and picking him up from school every single day without fail.
That's more reliable.
So that fact does not go on the CV.
Of course.
So we have dissociated the human from the CV and made it a CV writing contest more than actual matching.
I agree. That's great. Congratulations. One last question. Looking ahead, how do you envision startups and corporations working together to accelerate technological and social transformation in Latin America?
Yeah, I think that's a big one. If you look at any ecosystem outside of LATAM which has succeeded, they have succeeded. Any small, like if I compare Guatemala, 18 million people, let's say Netherlands, let's say Dubai, let's say Singapore, they have succeeded by creating an environment where people from outside can come in. People who are thinkers from outside can come in and live here and impact. So I think one of the things that companies can do is technically there should not be a startup outside of a large corporation, right? Because large corporations have the advantage.
Yes.
But why do startups exist outside of large corporation? Is because the large corporation, which was once a startup,
Yes.
has forgotten how to be a startup.
Yes.
So it's really going to be important for the company to create structures and systems that allow the speed at which the startup is going to work. They need to understand that those startups are struggling for oxygen. And when they work with you, we do not have time. Time is the biggest enemy in a startup's life, not money. Money is available. It's time. So I would urge every single corporate to reduce time to act, time to action.
Even if it means investing more.
Even if it means investing more. In fact, I would give somebody $1.5 million if they can achieve that in 6 months versus $1 million if they achieve it in one year. And that idea of using time, because we in corporations, we do multiple things at the same time. So we never quite know how much time I spend on some task. But that guy is focused on only one thing. And if that is the principle we can use to design systems of collaboration, then I think we'll be successful.
Wonderful. Well, thank you very much, Mohit. It's great meeting you. It's great to have you at the Building Latam Fest on its second edition in Guatemala, and I hope to see you soon.
Yeah, thank you very much. Nice to meet you.